Okay guys, this is just a rundown of the gear that I'm going to be using over the course of the next few months. Now I've just got these are the Viper Tactical brown boots. They're the lightweight versions. I don't know how good these are going to be yet, but these are what I'm going to be running for the next few months, so I'll let you guys know how these go. Moving up, we have my surplus trousers. I've had these for probably a decade now. As you can see, these are just no particular brand. These are just second-hand surplus trousers. I think they cost me about £9. Got some little sewing techniques there just to cover up a hole. Again, nothing special. These are just what I wear. Okay, so carrying on up, we've got a Moly Leg Holster, as you can see here. A lot of people keep telling me that I need to run a sidearm, so this is essentially what it's going to be. This is the only place that I could find it, that I could put it, which was really comfortable. And with that, I'm going to be teaming it with the Chrome Limited Edition 8.1. Again, this is a whole new setup for me. I don't know how this is going to work. Hopefully, it's going to work really nicely. In here we have a little pouch which holds my extended Exalt barrel swab. This is needed for the sniper barrels, which are over 16 inches, so that goes back in there. Okay, let's go to the other side. So we have a dump pouch. This is just a standard dump pouch. There's nothing special about this. A lot of people have the dump pouches on the back, but I prefer to have mine on the front. It's just very, very easy to be able to put the mags in. And should they fall out, I will notice them coming out. If they're on the back, then they tend to just disappear into thin air. Those MagFed players will know exactly what I mean. Okay, so continuing round, we just have a standard Moly pouch. I don't have a chest rig or anything like that. This is just where I put all my mags. Very, very comfortable, very, very easy, very, very light. Nothing special there. I'd like to be as light as possible. Okay, so the next thing is the surplus jacket. You can't really see it, but again, I've had this for absolutely donkey's years. I believe it's Italian actually, but again, it's just a standard surplus jacket. Nothing really, standard buttons as you can see here. Yeah, nothing really special about that. Okay, so we have here some extra pouches for ammunition. This is where I carry all my first strike rounds, and extra batteries for my cameras. These I think they're just World War II reproductions of German pouches. So again, just put my first strike rounds in here, and then I can fill up my mags, which is cool. We've got here just a standard green Shemagh. Again, nothing special. It's just a wraparound. Really nice and easy, nice and comfortable. They usually look really clean and sharp when you first buy them, but this is, as you can see, this one's had a bit of use. Okay, my gloves that I use, these are just standard armour gloves. There's nothing really special about these. These are unbranded, but I've always found having this armour on the knuckles is really, really handy. What I've done with these, of course, is that I've cut the 2 fingers off here and the thumb. Now, this makes it a lot easier for me to fire, but also to do maintenance and obviously to load the mags as well. I keep the left hand free for going through bushes, thorns. It's very, very handy to have all 4 fingers covered, but on the right, it's very, very handy to have these 3 fingers open to allow for anything else. Okay, so we have on my back here, if you can see, let's go in, we have a small little backpack. I don't know if you can see that there. All this backpack houses is my air tank. This means that I can distribute the weight evenly, and I don't have any air bottle on my trouser belt. So essentially I don't feel any of the weight of the bottle going in here, and I run my rifle from my remote line. Okay, so continuing round, so we have obviously my mask. This is just a standard E-Flex mask. What I've done is teamed it with a Spectra front mouthpiece to try and give it that really nice retro kind of look. Yeah, I've had this mask now for maybe about 3-4 years, and yeah, it's absolutely perfect. Okay, so this is a new addition for me. I've teamed this with a Burlap ghillie suit. Now, as you can see here, it goes all the way around. This is just a hood cover, so this is not a full ghillie suit. As you can see, it doesn't go on my trousers, it doesn't go on the front. It's very lightweight. It allows me to utilize any sort of like foliage and bushes around me, while still maintaining, keeping the weight down essentially, so I can move quite freely. Okay, so the marker that I'm going to be using, as of course you know, is my Hammer 7. This is just exactly as it is. It's dropped into an M1 carbine stock. Really nice. I've teamed it with a nice suppressor, as you can see here. A necessary requirement if you're going to have a Hammer 7, in my personal opinion. I've got the run cam from Brain Exploder. Got a little cover on it here. That's a really nice camera, does 60 frames a second. That's how I capture my sniper shots. On the side here you can see this here, which is just a battery pack. And this basically runs from a USB, so I can run my camera essentially for 2 to maybe even 3 days without even changing the battery. And that's kind of it, guys. So this is my kind of like loadout setup for the next few months, maybe the next year. I hope this is informative. If you've got any questions about any of my gear, feel free to drop me a message or a comment, and I'll get back to you. But until then, thanks for watching.